Hi traders, this is Taylor from the tradinganalyst.com, where you can enjoy all the member-only features for free, like the live chat room, educational videos, daily member-only watch list, and daily member-only videos, and the real-time option and stock alerts with your very own free trial, where you're not only going to be making money from the alerts that you'll be getting, but you also have the opportunity to learn while you earn in the classroom setting of the live chat room, where I'm in there all day focusing on trader education and making you a more profitable, consistent, and successful trader. It's a great opportunity, and I suggest that you take advantage of it by signing up on the free trial tab to gain instant access. All right, so let's take a look at these charts. I'm going to run through a bunch of charts here. First one is going to be Twtr. So I've been having a lot of discussion about Twtr, and I just kind of wanted to go over everything that I'm seeing on Twtr, why I thought Twtr would go lower, and why I think it's going lower still, okay? And now you have to realize that when you use technical analysis, it's not an exact science, okay? You have to use sound money management, and you have to use probabilities in your favor. And I'm going to go over right here on immediately what I think is in store for Twtr, and I'm going to go over exactly why. Okay, so here we closed today's candle, today being Wednesday, March 23rd, we closed at the low of the day. Okay, the low of the day is 1601, and we closed at it. Okay, so looking at similar candles that closed either at the low of the day or within 2 cents of the low of the day. In the last 5 months, that's happened today, here on March 8th, December 17th, December 4th, and November 13th, I believe this is, okay? So all those candles that I have circled and mentioned closed at the low of the day or within 2 cents of the low of the day, okay? No other candles here in the last 5 months have done that, okay? And now this isn't even taking into account where these candles are in the trend, if they broke the previous lows, or anything like that, okay? This is just candles, okay? These candles, okay? Now, this candle right here closed at the low of the day. We had a gap up and a new low was made and we closed lower. Right here, closed at the low of the day, came here, made a lower low and closed lower. Here, closed at the low of the day, made a new low and closed lower than the previous day. Over here, we have another low that was made, but it ended up closing slightly higher than that day. So 3 out of the 4 times in the last 5 months that we've gotten a candle just like this, we have closed lower than the previous day. And all 4 of those times a new low was made. Okay, those are just the probabilities of what's most likely to happen. Okay, same thing happened today. All right, and as you can see here too, we were decreasing on volume, and then we had a nice little pop on volume above the average of the past couple days. Okay, not only that, but we have this bear flag pattern, and I've been pointing out this pattern for a couple days now on Twtr here, and we finally broke out of it. Okay, and not only did we do that, but we closed lower than these lows over here. Okay, so we closed at the low of the day and we closed lower than these 2 lows right here. Okay, so Twtr is making new lows. All right, so that's just what's happening on the chart. So the probabilities are showing that Twtr will head lower tomorrow. Will it happen for sure? No, definitely not. You just have to, technical analysis or any other analysis of stocks is just a matter of probability. Nobody knows for sure about anything. Okay. Okay. So sorry for the rant. Hopefully you found that educational. I'm going to cover a couple more stocks, and I won't talk your ear off as much for those. All right. So Apple here. We are getting up to a dangerous level for Apple. We've got this downtrend line. Pretty nice downtrend line. It's right around this 108 level to 112 level. There's a lot of resistance up there. In the in the sooner rather than later period, we've got this resistance at about 107. Okay, the high is over here about 107. The close of this candle right here just below 107. The open of today right around 107. So a close above about 107 can send this stock higher. 108 to 110, I believe, can get tagged. Okay, but again, are we shooting for pennies up here? The high over here kind of reached our target of about 108. It was like 107.75 right here. So, personally, I'm not going to be playing Apple long up here, but again, this is the resistance. If it breaks over that, it can move higher incrementally. So, but I am looking for Apple to come down sometime in the near future. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not the next day, but sometime in the near future, I believe that Apple's going to be coming down here. We'll see. We got this gap to fill down here. I think that'll fill and a couple levels lower. But, hasn't happened yet, and we haven't really reached these upper levels yet. So I'm neutral. I don't have any position on Apple just yet. So yep, that's it for Apple. I'm going to cover Amazon. All right, so Amazon, we had this downtrend line right here, and again, just to reiterate, this downtrend line, it doesn't have, it's not the sexiest downtrend line. We only have a few touches here, and it's only lasted for a couple months, so I'm not putting a ton of weight on it. So if we break below it, or just because we broke above it, I'm not putting a ton of weight on it, like I said. Okay, so, but again, it is valid. We've got a lot of a few touches here, 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 here. Broke over it here, retested this resistance, came back down, bounced off of that trend line and off of this support. And now we're going to come back up to this resistance at 580, about 580, all right? And we've got this support down at 540. So a break over 580, or rather a break and hold over 580, and I think we can come up here and fill this gap at 630, okay? First test might get rejected, but again, it could come back up here, come back down here, and then break over it. I'm not making any predictions. I'm just saying that if it breaks over 580, probabilities are in the favor of it filling this gap at 630, okay? Bulls, you want this 540 level to hold and that trend line to hold. If it breaks below that, I believe we'll retest these lows down here at 480. All right, we'll move on to the next one, and I'll cover Facebook. Okay, so Facebook, really nice channel here and an uptrend. Got the top of the channel up here. If you've been following along, I've been mentioning it. The bottom of the channel is right here, and then we've got a really nice ascending triangle. So this is the top of the triangle, and this is the ascending part of the triangle. Okay, this is a really bullish pattern right here. If we can actually clear this this resistance right here, so we got to close higher than the close of today. If we do that, if we clear these levels, we can tag this 115 level up here. As you can see, it was the close of this candle, open of this candle, and that open and close of that candle is right around there as well. So that's going to be the next resistance. If we can finally clear this level. On the downside, if we break below this channel line, next support is 110. Next support below that, 108. A little level here down at 105. And then this 102, 103 level is going to be kind of the must hold for me, at least on Facebook. If we break below that, could be in a bit of trouble. So that's what I'm looking for on Facebook. LinkedIn here. All right, so LinkedIn broke out of this tight little range right here. As you can see, the Bollinger Bands very tight, broke out of that, came up here, filled the gap, and then got rejected at this downtrend line. Okay, I drew the downtrend line from the high of the gap earnings gap down and along all these candles right there, came back up, rejected at it twice, and now we have a bearish engulfing candle from today, and I suspect that sooner rather than later, this 109 support is going to get tested. Okay, so that's the next little mini support that we have on LinkedIn. A break below that, and I think we're going to be headed towards 100 level down here. Some pretty decent support from the lows of about 5 candles right there. Okay, guys, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it as always. I truly hope that this video will help you out in your trading or investing in the market. If you're not already a member, go ahead and sign up on the free trial tab to gain instant access to the fastest growing community on the web. We'll see you over there.